Entitled ex-husband gets what he deserves. My ex-husband thought he could just laugh in my face and get away with it. I dealt with him cheating on me for 2 whole years before I finally left 4 months ago. He'd come home from seeing her and talk to me like I was dirt on his shoe. I was 23 and dumb enough to think he'd change. When I moved out, he refused to pay a single bill. I had to sell our house alone and his truck alone because he wouldn't show up to sign the title transfer. After he skipped our 3rd DMV appointment, I realized he wanted me to handle everything by myself as punishment for leaving. The worst part was a $400 overdue phone bill in both our names that was destroying my credit. I needed to rent an apartment, so I paid the whole thing. I texted him saying he owed me $200 for his half. He sent $90 through Venmo. Then I asked about the other $110. He sent back 5 laughing emojis and said he doesn't owe me anything. Said I should have thought about money before walking out on our marriage. Like he wasn't the one cheating. 2 months later, I was looking at my phone bill because it seemed too high for someone working at a coffee shop. I couldn't figure out why I was paying almost $100 monthly. I went to the carrier store on my day off. The worker pulled up my account and his eyes went wide. He said I was paying for 2 phone lines. I said that's impossible. I only have 1 phone. He turned the screen toward me. My ex-husband's number was still on my account. Over $800 still owed on his actual phone. When my ex switched carriers months ago, the balance didn't transfer because he never signed the release paperwork. I'd been paying $40 monthly for a phone he was using for free. I called him from the store parking lot. I explained the situation and said we needed to do a conference call with customer service to transfer the balance to his account. He actually agreed. He sounded annoyed but cooperative. We got customer service on the line. The woman verified our identities and confirmed we could transfer financial responsibility with his digital signature. She started walking him through the process. Then my ex went quiet. I could hear him breathing while he thought. He suddenly said, "Wait, what is this call about?" The woman repeated that we were transferring his phone balance. He said I already pay for my own phone through my own account. Whatever she's calling about doesn't involve me. Then he hung up. I called him back 3 times. He declined every call, then texted, "Stop harassing me or I'll call the cops." I sat in my apartment staring at the wall. He agreed to the call just to waste my time. The second he realized they wanted actual signatures and documentation, he bailed and stuck me with the bill. The next morning, I went back to the store. I asked the worker if the phone was legally mine since my name was on the account. He checked and said yes, I was the owner and financially responsible, so it was my property. I asked what I could do if someone had my property and wouldn't return it. He said I could report it stolen. He helped me file the internal report. Then I drove to the police station with all my account paperwork showing my name and the phone's serial number. The cop barely looked up while writing the report. He handed me a case number and didn't ask why I didn't have the phone. That night I called customer service with the case number. They flagged the device as stolen and shut off all service. They said it was blacklisted across every carrier in the country. 5 hours later, my phone started buzzing with calls from an unknown number. I let them go to voicemail. He called 6 times from what was probably a friend's phone. In one voicemail, he was screaming that his phone died mid-shift at the car dealership and he lost a commission because he couldn't call a customer back. 2 days later, he showed up at my apartment banging on the door yelling, I had no right to do this. I watched through the peephole and didn't open it. He can't do anything because I have a police report and the phone was never legally his. He'd need to pay the $800 balance to remove the blacklist, and he definitely doesn't have that money. My phone bill dropped to $60. He's stuck without a phone unless he pays off a device he thought he got for free.